Hello, friends. Good evening once again, and we are, as promised, into the second part of a letter to score better. Right? We were talking about some of the very important things that are there in a student life so that we make sure we are not lagging behind, so that we make sure that we are utilizing and maximizing our efforts, whatever they are. Now, in this class, again, we're going to discuss the rest two things that were left out. In case you missed the first one, you can go out, check out that other link, and make sure that you have actually attended the other session. Right. Now we're going to move on to something and we're going to learn something new today as well. But let me tell you, the new thing that is there in town right now is the ODA Class app. That is the best place to learn for you right now. And I'll tell you what, this ODA Class is an app where you'll be exploring a whole lot of things. But the best thing out of this best app happens to be the bridge course. This is a course that starts on Monday and it does not stop being awesome. It is something that is so enthralling, so fulfilling that once you come here, you just might get addicted. Addiction to studies is a good thing, right? Let's talk about what this bridge course has. It packs a lot of features. The first one being that it is a 1 week course. 1 week means you're going to have 7 days of learning, in which 6 days will be directly dedicated towards those six classes. Each day you'll have one class. That is all we ask. We don't ask for much. We just ask 40-45 minutes of your attention, and you'll be having those three maths and three science classes to learn a lot of new concepts. Now, these concepts, once they come, are they going to be easy for you? Are they going to be tough for you? We try to make sure that the best teachers are getting you these concepts so that things fall in a very, very comfortable place for you. But it still might happen that you say, I need help. I don't understand. I am facing problems. What do I do? You just contact your mentor teacher. It's also given to you in this course. And like I said, you might think maybe at the end that, you know what, these six classes, I understand each and every class, but do I understand it completely? There's the homeworks on the app after each and every class, right? And at the end, you would want to test yourself whether in these 6 days, whatever you have learned, if everything is thrown at you at the same time, will you be able to take that up? The test is there on the app as well. And finally, you have the PDF books too. So everything is there. It's a full course which inculcates almost every base. If there is anything that you feel is not being covered, then obviously you can contact your mentor teacher and make sure that you get the best out of this course. Now, you might be wondering that I want to join this course. How do I join this course? This seems to be a very good place. Yes, you can join. You can find that link in the description. And here's that link. Go ahead, check that link, and you know what? You click over there, and you just might land towards the beginning of something truly amazing. Right? You can just go ahead, click this link. You can press on enroll now. It's just a 49 rupees course. Mind it, it's just 49. You know what? This is a discounted price. It was round about 500, but you're here. You're in the session right now, and we want you to maximize your learning, and that is why it comes in at this price. Now, the price is irrelevant. All the features or the services that you will be getting, that is much more important. And I hope to see a lot of you into this bridge course. Right. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I would quickly like to introduce myself. My name is Udit Gupta, and I've done my engineering from NIT Allahabad. I will be your physics teacher. I've been teaching for such a long time that there's so many students that I've taught that now I just feel that, whatever I have, I can impart that sort of experience to everyone who's out there listening to me, just like you. And hopefully, you can use all those concepts, you can use all those fundamentals and make your life a tad more easier. So, now what do we have? Today's agenda, like I said, if you haven't seen that what exactly is related to with read versus learn and motivation, you can check out that other video, right? And a letter to score part one, right? A letter to score better part one has these two. And now in this one, we're going to talk about research and time management. that how do these two things hold a particular importance? At least in my viewpoint, I feel that these are two things that sort of are very important, which sometimes people skip, which sometimes the student miss out upon. So let us quickly take a deep dive into it. How can research make us better? What does research mean? A lot of students have this feeling that research means something that only doctoral students are doing. Somebody who studies for his entire life is going to do. No, research is something that you do on an everyday basis. I'll ask you a very simple thing. Let us say you are about to buy a phone and you are thinking which phone to buy. Should you go with Xiaomi? Should you go with Samsung? Should you buy an iPhone? Right? Or should you buy some another phone? So if you are thinking about it, how would you come to a conclusion? You can only come to a conclusion that the best phone that suits me is once you do a lot of research. Once you try to understand that, you know what, this is a particular phone that, I can buy. This is in my price budget, right? The features might be okay, okay. They might not be best. Then you take a look into the lesser model. You say that, okay, you know what? The company is not so good, but you know what? It's power packed with features. Now you have to make an adjustment. What is it that you're getting this phone for? Are you using it for gaming? Are you using it for studies? Are you using it for social media? What exactly is the purpose? You have to research. You have to make sure that if you want to buy something, you buy the best out there. So why not, if you're trying to study, you try to study the best out there? That is what research means. That you try to understand that which things are more critical and more important to you. So let us talk about the first thing. And the first thing is that you should never trust from just one place only. You should always try to see the same information from at least two places. And why exactly I say at least two? It means it could be three, it could be four, it could be five, it could be 10, right? Although it would take more time, but the better of your research is, the better of you would be able to justify to yourself that what you are doing, what you are understanding. Now let's talk about why is this important. Let's say I was studying a book. I opened a book, I was studying. I study, I study all the chapters. Let us say there were 10 chapters. Now, are you sure that everything that is on this book is absolutely correct? I will tell you what. I have studied the best of books in which mistakes are there. The mistakes that are accepted by the authors themselves. And once you move on this ladder, once you are learning a lot more, you'll see that, more books are carrying those mistakes. Okay. And it's going to be a thing, it's going to be a regime that, what, this is there. That this is the way that, books are going to have that errors. So how do you make sure that whatever you study is error free? That can only be done if you double check it. Now, let us say I'm studying something, I studied from one book, I studied from another book, same things are given. This means both the books are correct. If I study from one book, one thing is different, and in another, it's given different. Now, what should I do? Now comes my judgment that which one is correct. I'll get a third book. And now I'll see what does the third one say. If it agrees with the first one, I'll say that the first one is correct. If it agrees with the second one, I'll say second one is correct. But this gives me an idea that, what, people, at the end of the day, who is it that is making books? It's not as if God wrote it and sent it to you. It's just that somebody, some person wrote a book, and people are prone to errors. Human is prone to errors, right? To err is human, to forgive, divine. So similarly, you should have this funda that humans can make errors, books can have errors, and that is why I say never trust from one place only. एक जगह से trust नहीं करने का, दो तीन जगह से पढ़ो. You'll get 100% idea. You'll get full clarity कि this is what is being meant from whatever you're trying to study. All right. Second thing, one of the best things that you have right now, this current generation, I am really jealous of it because they can simply watch and learn. We never had that luxury of watching and learning. What we used to do was किताब उठाओ, घोटना चालू करो. कोई वीडियो दिखा के नहीं पढ़ाएगा. Nobody will tell you कि भाई this is important, this is not. This is going to come in paper, this carries more priority. Nobody used to tell us. टीचर ने बोला तो बोला, नहीं बोला तो आप अपना देख लो, तू तेरा देख. Simple. So if you have this luxury of watching and learning, First of all, you can come onto this ODA Class app. The link is there in the description below. And go ahead. You can watch and see a lot of awesome things. But yes, you're watching this class on YouTube right now. And this means that you're watching and learning so easily, so comfortably. You can fast forward, you can put it in 2x speed, you have so many options. We don't used to have that. So cherish this opportunity and try to learn as much as possible by watching things. And the final thing that I have in research is to maintain curiosity. Always be curious that why is this happening? What is the reason? How should I study this? Right? In everything that you study, you should try to question as much as you can. And the more you question, the more answers you'll get, and the more confidence you'll develop. That, you know what, if there is a concept that I say, why exactly does this happen? When does this happen? How does this happen? If I try to ask those questions, then it so happens that you think and you are confident enough that whatever comes now, you're going to be able to face it so easily. So that is how research helps you, and I hope that you've understood this third point. Let's move on to the next one, and that is time management. One of the most critical factors, because, like they say, time and tide waits for none. That means that time is going to fly by, time is going to pass, but will you? It's a common saying that I found in my examination hall that once you are in the exam hall, if you're not able to write down something, you just look up at the clock and there is the quotation saying, time will pass, but will you? And you are thinking like, okay, I need to write something on this paper. Otherwise, probably time will pass, but I won't. So time management is of utmost importance as well. And now if we talk about that, how exactly should you utilize your time? First thing that you can do is try to understand what is your strength and what is your weakness. You should know that okay, this is my strength. Yeah, lifting weights, huh? Are we? And another thing is weakness, the broken link. So once you know that okay, this is my strength, this is my weakness, you don't need to put much time on your strengths. You already know whatever things you're good at. You can focus upon the weaker areas. You can put more time into those areas that you find difficult. Everybody has those different, right? Somebody finds science difficult, somebody finds maths difficult, somebody finds English difficult, somebody finds social studies difficult. So whatever it is you find difficult, whatever it is that requires more time, give that time, put it under weakness. Whatever you know very good, whatever you are comfortable with, you just read once and you feel, wow, this is something that I'm very good at. You know what, I feel a lot of confident knowing this. I can answer anything over here. That is your strength. So you should know what your strength is and you should know what your weakness is, and corresponding to that, you should move forward. Right? Another thing, work hard, play harder. Right? If you are working towards any goal, if you give a lot of time to your studies, make sure you are giving time to the things that you find leisure in. Right? Things that you find are something that you enjoy doing, because studies is not something that everybody enjoys, right? Let's be frank, nobody over here, or maybe 5% people hardly, they love studying. 95%, 90% people, they don't like studying. So that means that if you are working hard, if you're studying hard, make sure that whenever you're enjoying it to the maximum. You're enjoying it to the fullest. At that point of time, you should not think, Are, wo padha tha kya? No. Once you're on the ground, play as much as you can. Once you're watching a movie, indulge yourself into that movie. Once you're watching cartoons, have a good laugh, because that is something that will relax you, and over a period of time, you'll see that working hard is something that is going to get harder and harder. Which, with each grade, I think you must have experienced it. With each grade, things become harder. So your work is already getting harder every day. So why not we play harder as well, right? So do make sure that whatever leisure activity you have, you enjoy it to the fullest. And the next thing, like I said already, time and tide waits for none. So you should always have this feeling that you know what, time is never going to wait for me. If I think that I'm going to do something tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow, time will pass. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you are indulged with some other thing. Then what will you do? It will just be missed. And you should not have this thing in your life that you feel, "Ki, I missed that, I missed this, I missed that." No. You should be like, live in the moment. And you know what? Time is going to pass. Whatever it is that needs to be done right now. Like Kabir Das said, "Kal kare so aaj kar, aaj kare so ab." If don't postpone things to the next day or the next day or maybe to a later time. Try to do it as quickly as you can do, right? And who knows what will happen afterwards. So that is the best way going forward. So all of this was regarding how exactly you can make yourselves better. If you want to manage your time even more better, then why don't you join our app? This is the best learning app. You have a better teacher, you have a better future. Obviously, that is what our tagline is at ODA Class. And if you will join our bridge course, the link is out there in the description. Go check that link, press on that link, and make sure that you have enrolled. What do we get over here? Okay, you get almost everything over here. You get 1 week of support, you get 6 different classes, you get mentor teacher for your support, you get the books, you get the homeworks, you get the tests, you get the parent teacher meeting, the study report, all in one is what this bridge course is that starts on Monday. And if you want to be there, all you need to do is you need to check out this link. Like I said, it's in the description. This link, big link, you click on that link and you get yourself enrolled. 49 rupees is all it takes to get into the best of places, to learn with the best of minds, and to make sure that you are also earning. Whoa, learning with earning, is it? You're damn right. Over here, you give us 49 rupees, you learn a lot. At the same time, you get all these ODA coins for attending the classes. Yes, that's true. You are going to get those coins, and you might be thinking, where can I use these coins? All these awesome gifts, all these goodies are there for you. There's a LED temperature bottle, right? There's this Mi Band, is the phone, the sound bar. Oh my God. Everything is there if you will just come and learn with us. You already knew how good we teach. You have watched the full video. And if you are thinking that, yes, let's go ahead, let's learn a little more, why don't you come on to this, right? I told you, this is the link. Please take note of it. It's there in the description. Check it out. Get all these coins. Get all these gifts. This was all the coverage that you had from me here. If you love this class, make sure you like the button. Make sure you share it with your friends and your teachers if you may. And if you don't want to miss out on anything, there's the subscribe button, the bell icon. Go ahead, press on it. We'll meet back again later. Until then, it's ciao ciao.